How to survive our solar system, Ceres.
Ceres, huh? So, you thought living on Earth wasn't bad enough and decided to try your luck on this glorified space rock. Bold move, rookie. You're officially part of the most miserable mining colony in the asteroid belt. They call it the gateway to the outer planets, but let's be real. It's just a fancy way of saying we're the guinea pigs testing whether humans can survive this far from Earth. My name's Reece, and I've been scraping by on this icy, dusty hellhole for 3 years. And trust me, that's 3 years longer than most people last. If you're here to learn how to survive, pay attention. If not, well, I hope you enjoy freezing to death in a vacuum.
Reece smirks as he adjusts his suit, the faint flicker of sarcasm barely hiding the exhaustion in his eyes.
Ceres isn't for the faint of heart. It's the kind of place that chews you up, spits you out, and then laughs while you crawl back for more. The good news? If you can make it here, you can probably survive just about anywhere. The bad news? Making it here is about as fun as hugging a cactus. In space.
Reece glances at the barren landscape outside the habitat, where shadows stretch endlessly over the cratered surface.
First rule of Ceres? Never trust anything. Not your suit, not your tools, not even your crewmates on a bad day. This rock doesn't give second chances.
The big chill, Ceres' temperature problem.
First things first, it's cold. And not the grab a jackets kind of cold. We're talking 100 C on a good day. That's the kind of temperature where metal snaps like twigs, batteries die faster than your dreams of going home, and your breath freezes on the inside of your visor if you're not careful. Your suit's thermal regulators? They're your best friend. Also, your worst enemy, because let's be honest, they're finicky as hell.
Reece points to his suit's regulator system, scarred with makeshift repairs and patches.
This beauty here, it's failed on me more times than I can count. One time, it shorted out during a supply run. Do you know what it's like to feel your toes slowly turn into icicles while you're halfway to the outpost? Spoiler, it's not great. Pro tip, carry spares. Lots of spares. Thermal paste, wiring, backup batteries. Hell, carry a backup regulator if you can spare the weight. If you're not a decent electrician by now, start learning. Ceres doesn't care about your learning curve. It'll kill you anyway.
Reece crouches near a vent emitting faint warmth and shakes his head.
Oh, and here's a fun fact. The habitat's heating system runs on the same power grid as everything else. So, if there's a power spike or a short, congratulations, you're about to experience the joys of freezing solid from the inside out. Welcome to Ceres, rookie.
The gravity issue, too much or too little.
Ceres has about 3% of Earth's gravity. Sounds fun, right? Wrong. Gravity that low isn't just weird, it's a liability. You'll float more than you walk, and everything, and I mean everything, takes 5 times longer to do. Dropped your wrench? Good luck chasing it across the workshop. Ever tried tightening a bolt while your feet keep lifting off the ground? It's like trying to thread a needle in a bouncy castle.
Reece casually tosses a bolt, which lazily drifts out of reach before he grabs it midair.
Low gravity might sound like a dream for your knees, but it's a nightmare for your bones. Bone density? Kiss it goodbye. Muscle strength? Gone. That's why we've got mandatory exercise sessions in the centrifuge gym. Trust me, rookie, you skip those sessions and you'll end up so weak you can't even hold a wrench, let alone fix the equipment that's keeping you alive. And tightening bolts? That's kind of important here.
Reece gestures toward a nearby centrifuge, its hum filling the otherwise silent habitat.
The gravity gym isn't just about staying in shape, it's about staying alive. Without it, you'll be too frail to work, and too frail to work means too frail to survive. So, rookie, if you're thinking about skipping leg day, think again. Your life depends on it.
Reece pauses, leaning back with a wry grin.
Oh, and one more thing. Low gravity makes spills a nightmare. Drop your coffee, and you're cleaning droplets off every surface for the next 2 hours. Trust me, it's easier to just drink water. Or better yet, don't spill anything at all. But hey, we both know that's not gonna happen.
Water, water everywhere. The ice mines.
Ceres is famous for its water ice. That's why we're here, after all. It's the gold mine of the asteroid belt, a giant ice cube floating in space. Mining it sounds easy, but surprise, it's not. Ice on Ceres is buried under layers of regolith dust, so fine it makes Martian sand look like gravel. That means you'll spend more time digging through powder than actually getting to the ice.
Reece leans against a bulky drill rig, covered in scratches and frost, shaking his head.
These drills are supposed to be state-of-the-art. Supposed to be. In reality, they break down so often we've nicknamed them paperweights. Motors jam, bits overheat, and don't even get me started on regolith clogging the filters. We spend more time fixing them than using them. And when they're finally working, the extracted water still has to be purified.
Reece holds up a container of murky water, grimacing.
You ever drink water that tastes like metal and regret? That's Ceres water before filtration. And after? Well, it's drinkable, but don't expect it to win any awards. The purification process is tedious. Filters clog, pumps fail, and every drop feels like it's fighting you. If you ever complain about bottled water back on Earth, just remember this. Out here, water is life, no matter how bad it tastes.
Life in the tin can, your habitat.
Our habitats are, let's call them functional. They're pressurized domes made to keep the cold out and the oxygen in. They're not glamorous, but they're home. Just don't get too comfortable. Comfort doesn't last long on Ceres.
Reece gestures to a flickering light panel that buzzes intermittently.
We use solar panels for energy, but the sunlight out here is weak, only a fraction of what you get on Earth. Half the time, we're running on backup batteries. And those batteries? They drain faster than you'd think. Power management is a constant juggling act. Run too many systems at once, and you'll be sitting in the dark and freezing before you know it.
Reece points to a corner of the dome where frost has started to creep along the walls.
Oh, and here's the fun part, micrometeorites. A single pebble traveling at thousands of kilometers per hour can punch right through your habitat. You've got about 30 seconds to patch the hole before the pressure drops. And trust me, that's not a fun way to go. Lesson: always know where your patch kit is, and pray you never need it.
The dusty menace, regolith.
Remember that fine dust I mentioned? It's not just annoying, it's deadly. This regolith gets everywhere. It clogs up machinery, scratches your helmet visor, and if you breathe it in, let's just say coughing up mud isn't a good look.
Ooh. Reece picks up a handful of the gray, powdery regolith and lets it fall slowly, watching it stick to his glove.
The dust is electrostatically charged, which means it sticks to everything. Your suit, your tools, your habitat walls, nothing is safe. Cleaning it off takes hours. And if you're lazy about it, you'll end up ruining your equipment. You ever seen a drill rig seize up because of dust? It's like watching money burn.
Reece gestures to an airlock equipped with a crude decontamination system.
We've got dust scrubbers installed, but they're not perfect. They're supposed to clean your suit before you enter the habitat, but they're temperamental at best. So here's the deal, rookie. Don't mess with the dust. It'll always win. Always.
The challenge of adaptation, thriving, not just surviving.
Life on Ceres isn't just about dodging death. It's about learning to adapt to a world that wants you gone. It's not just the drills or the leaks, it's everything. The regolith sticks to your boots, the cold bites through your suit, and the air tastes like recycled sweat. Every day is a reminder that this place doesn't belong to us. We're intruders, plain and simple.
Reece leans back against a bulkhead, tapping on a handheld tablet covered in scratches and patches.
Adapting means being smarter than the environment. You'll spend most of your time troubleshooting not just machines, but yourself. Are you eating enough? Sleeping enough? Hydrating? It sounds basic, but rookie mistakes add up fast out here. Forget to check your water filter? Congrats, you're drinking sludge. Skip maintenance on your suit seals? Hope you enjoy frostbite.
Reece swipes to a diagnostic screen, frowning slightly.
Then there's the tech. It's a love-hate relationship. Our systems are marvels of engineering, but they're as fragile as wet tissue paper. One power surge, one blown circuit, and the whole operation grinds to a halt. And let's not even talk about software glitches. Ever seen a rover drive itself into a wall because someone forgot to update the firmware? Yeah, that's a fun day.
Reece's tone softens as he gestures to a small plant growing in a makeshift hydroponic unit.
But there's hope, too. Every patch, every fix, every tiny green leaf is proof that we're not just surviving, we're fighting back. We're carving out a space in this icy wasteland, one problem at a time. And if you can learn to adapt, you'll find that even Ceres can feel a little like home. Just don't get too comfortable. Comfort gets you killed.
Closing thoughts.
So, that's Ceres in a nutshell. It's cold, dusty, and unforgiving. It doesn't care about your plans, your feelings, or your dreams. But if you survive, you'll be part of something incredible. You'll be one of the few who can say they made it in the asteroid belt, taming one of the most hostile places in the solar system.
Reece stands, brushing off the thin layer of regolith clinging to his suit.
But don't let that fool you. Ceres isn't a place for heroes. It's a place for survivors. And survival out here? It's ugly, messy, and rarely rewarding. But it's real. And sometimes that's enough.
Reece adjusts his helmet, his expression hardening as the faint hum of the rover's engine fills the air.
Best of luck, rookie. You're stepping into a world where every decision matters, and hesitation gets you killed. Stay sharp, stay stubborn, and maybe, just maybe, you'll make it.
He climbs into the rover, its battered exterior a testament to countless battles with the asteroid belt's unforgiving terrain. The vehicle rumbles to life, disappearing into the gray haze of Ceres.
Honestly, why do we keep doing this to ourselves?